Welcome to Notebook, a program of interest to the St. Lucie County community that features information about St. Lucie County schools. Guests include school district and community leaders with focus on children in our community.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Notebook. This is a show where we connect you with community officials, school district personnel, and other organizations from around the Treasure Coast. And today we have special guests with us from the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County, and we are very excited to have with us our Youth of the Year 2017, Aleisha Johnson, and she's back with us this year. And we're going to talk to you a little bit about your future plans and what it is to be the Youth of the Year. That's a great accomplishment, and so we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. And next to her, we have Cecilia Martin, who is the Director of Education as part of the Boys and Girls Club, which is a new endeavor. And we are very excited about all the things that are coming up with the Boys and Girls Club, some new initiatives, and we're going to find out about that today. So welcome both of you, and thanks for being with us. And for the next half hour, we're going to find out a little bit about what it means to be the Youth of the Year and what all that entails, and also especially not just summer, but we also want to look into what's coming up for fall and how parents can get connected in getting their students as part of the Boys and Girls Club as the after-school program. But let's find out a little bit about each of you. So Cecilia, let's start with you. I know this is a fairly new position, just a few months in, and tell us how you came about being the new Director of Education. What kind of steps brought you to this place, and what is your role now, and what does it entail?
Well, the steps that brought me to the Boys and Girls Club, I worked for the state. Before that, of course, St. Lucie County Schools. Right. And after that, I worked for the state, and I loved what I was doing, helping students, helping kids. So, but what a better way to help students and kids. I've been a part of the Boys and Girls Club, and I can reach them outside of school, that little time outside of school, and it's more about the child and ensuring that they're successful. So even though they have their safe place in school, but what about outside of school? Right. So the Boys and Girls Club gave me that opportunity to provide education for them, extended education, I should say, as well as we're focusing on their healthy lifestyles and also the fitness part and the good character, leadership, and citizenship. So we're so excited about that, and as being the Director of Education, it's been a joy. Yeah, and
a lot of times people, I don't think, realize how many different components, just like you mentioned, the character, building the character qualities of the student, and really that whole child perspective that the Boys and Girls Club really embraces, and what it does for so many of our kids in St. Lucie County, and just that extra support, like you said, after school. There's quality, high quality support during that school day. Right. But how can we help strengthen that after school piece, and a lot of the students that have the opportunity to be part of the Boys and Girls Club, we see such growth in them. And just like this young lady that is sitting next to you, and Aleisha, I had a chance to meet you last year because you were sitting in the same role as the 2016 Youth of the Year, and that's really a huge accomplishment, and just congratulations for being chosen, selected as that for 2 years in a row. That's really exciting. And what's really exciting is you graduated this year, and so being a senior, so tell us, I know you shared with me before the show started, but tell us, what are your plans now? What are you wanting to do through school, and where do you go from here?
Well, I just graduated from Fort Pierce Westwood High School, and I applied for several colleges. I am going to attend Miami-Dade on Wolfson campus at first to finish my AA degree in business, and then I'm going to transfer to FIU to study international business, business and marketing, and business development.
So you like that traveling idea? That would be really cool. The international business that's always so interesting. And what if you had a country that you really wanted to visit? What would it be?
Italy.
Italy, really? Yes. Any particular reason?
I love pasta and pizza.
That's a perfect reason.
The language it always interests me, and I want to learn the language. So I'd rather go to the country and see firsthand how.
And learning those other languages that's so fun. And I know through the district there are several different websites that we
Yes.
have posted on the St. Lucie County through the summer slide of, for kids that are wanting to learn, and parents too. Parents could use it too. But just so you know it's there, and you could go in and start learning your Italian very soon. So just know that that's there. So tell us about how is a student selected to be the student of the year? I know there are so many components to all the great things that you've done as a young person and as a teenager, and mentoring and just being part of the Boys and Girls Club, not just as a student when you were younger, but all the things that you've done since you've been in high school. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the Youth of the Year is the highest honor that a member of the Boys and Girls Club can get. You do have to be a certain age, between 13 and 18. You have to be involved in your community, have good character, show leadership skills. You have to have good education, develop a good character in the clubhouse. There's so many things with being the Youth of the Year. There's a whole process of getting elected. You have to write 3 essays, one on leadership, another one on academic success, your personal brand, healthy lifestyles, your club.
Like your hours that you actually volunteer. Yeah.
Your club experience, your Boys and Girls Club experience. You have to write an essay on that. You have to write a whole speech, a 3-minute speech, go through judging with the panels and stuff like that. You have to have 3 recommendation letters. So it's a lot of work going into the Youth of the Year, and the judges do have a hard time selecting just one person. The people who I were going up against, they were my friends. Yeah. So it was hard competing against them. But once you become the Youth of the Year, you realize it's more than just a title. It's more than just an award that you get. It is something that goes with you. It follows you. The older you get, you learn from the process, and it's fun. It's so much fun.
Yeah, and this year, we were talking just before the show too. This year there was an actual competition with other Youth of the Year students selected throughout the state of Florida, and then you actually you went to Orlando to compete against other teens from each county. And then were there actually panels that you had to speak in front of and do? Is that where you had to do your speech?
Yes.
Yeah.
They had judges, so people from all over Orange County was there. The police department. There were business owners, people who worked at Disney who judged us, and then they had to pick one person out of this group of 20 Youth of the Years. It was fun. Everybody was nice. Everyone's nice. Everyone's nice. Youth of the Year. It shows you a different side of other people.
Sure. And what a wonderful accomplishment. And I know you made St. Lucie proud, with everything that you've done in the last few years. And I'm sure the people who have watched you grow up through Boys and Girls Club. Tell us and I'm sure after I wrote this down as one of my questions, I thought, I bet you were asked this question in one of your panels. But tell us how Boys and Girls Club influenced your life.
The Boys and Girls Club has impacted my life greatly. Being that I wasn't the most open person. I always kept to myself before I joined the Boys and Girls Club. I had my own mental issues where I didn't have the highest self-esteem. I didn't think I was going to be able to accomplish anything that I have accomplished now. But the staff at the Boys and Girls Club, they developed a relationship with me, helped me open up to other people, helped me become the leader that I am today. If it wasn't for the Boys and Girls Club, I probably would still be that shy Aleisha who sat in the corner every single day and didn't want to talk to anyone. Yeah. But because of the Boys and Girls Club, I'm now outspoken. I stand up for myself and what I believe that is right for my community. Yeah. The Boys and Girls Club has just been everything. They have been my support system, my cheerleader, my motivation. Without them, I wouldn't accomplish anything that I've accomplished today, and I strongly believe that.
Yeah, very good. And what a testimony that it is for Boys and Girls Club, and having students like you that are a part of that can really speak from personal experiences about what a difference it made for you, and you're a great representative of it, and we appreciate that. And we're going to talk a little bit about, with Cecilia, just about the programs, because, I know as Aleisha's been growing up and experiencing the after-school, component and the Hour of Power. Do you remember doing that as a kid? Power Hour, yeah. Power Hour. I said it backwards. Hour of Power. But just all the different components that you probably can remember doing as a kid, and now Cecilia is overseeing all of those programs, so which is really fun, and hopefully you guys have had a chance to work with each other a little bit. Now that you're going off to college, will you be able to do very much? Are you going to try to work with the Boys and Girls Club a little bit in the future? Just as what's your plan there?
Yes, so I am a staff now at the Boys and Girls Club. I do have a position there during the summer, and with the Boys and Girls Club, I love it. I think it's great because they allow the students who go off to college to come back and work during the summer, so we still get connected.
Sure.
And because we develop those relationships with the staff, they're always there with you. They're always checking up on you. They always want to know what you're doing next. They always want to know how they can support you further. So it's not just after you turn 18, leave the Boys and Girls Club, that's it.
Right.
Actually, I just got my alumni pin. So
Very cool.
Yes.
That's exciting.
I graduated high school, so now I'm a Boys and Girls Club alumni, and I'm very excited for that. I'm ready for all the events and to give my testimony over and over again.
Yeah.
The Boys and Girls Club is more than a babysitting club. I always tell my friends that it follows you throughout the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's awesome. And to be able to share that, the more you can share that, to get that, just to get that testimony out there to other kids and to parents, for parents to hear what you've shared, really says a lot about what the program is doing and will continue to do in the community. And that alumni piece where you've had all kinds of exciting things. You've had graduation, Youth of the Year, now your alumni pin, and all these great things. You've had 2017 is a good year. And then heading to college. Yeah. So, some exciting things. That's awesome.
It's been a great year.
Yeah, it has been. And we're going to look forward to hearing all the great things that you are going to be doing here in the next couple of years through, and then we'll get to see you come back and do great things here. Yeah, which is awesome. So Cecilia, let's talk a little bit about the programs that she's kind of assisting with as a volunteer. And I know right now we're kind of in the middle of the summer programs. Tell us a little bit about what's offered through the summer. And it's probably, I don't know if the registrations are open throughout the year or if there's a deadline. Tell us a little bit about that if somebody was interested in the summer piece of it.
Well, we still have some registration slots that are still open. They can sign their kids up, but we do have locations that are full as well. So they would have to check with the office in order to find out which locations are not full. The summer programs, I'm pleased and I'm glad that Aleisha is working with us this summer. We restructured the Boys and Girls Club planning and delivery of programs, and I'm so excited just to go around to the various locations and see the smiles on the kids' faces. We're offering the Summer Brain Gain, where the kids where it assists with their learning loss, so it's limited and they're learning academics but having fun and creating projects. We also have the Million Members, Million Hours program going, which is a part of our community service, giving back to the community and teaching the members how to give back. We also have the Youth of the Month, which leads into the Youth of the Year for all members to experience, what the Youth of the Month is about and to lead into the Youth of the Year. We also have our fitness, our Triple Play Fitness going on, where they're still getting their outside activities still in place, and the kids are they're rotating through those various programs, and I can see them having fun. I have been around to the various locations, and the smiles on the kids' faces. We also have fine arts that we're doing, where each member, they're drawing, and I'm just so amazed at the drawings and how small they are, and how just how artistic they are, designs and all of that. Yeah. So we have quite a few programs going on during the summer for the kids to enjoy, and while they're having fun, they're learning every aspect of their life. So I like that.
That's amazing. All the different components of that.
Yes,
That's really
yes.
great. And how about field trips? Or do they, throughout the summer, do they go on?
They're going on field trips
Yeah.
throughout the summer, so that's included for fun.
Yeah.
They're having fun there. The kids are looking forward to their field trips because some of them start this week, others are starting next week, and they're going every week. So they're looking forward to that. It's so many different things. We're also partnering with the food bank to do, even throughout the school year and during the summer, to help serve them lunches, food, so they can eat. So the food is they're getting fed lunch and snack. So that's amazing. That
And like you talked about that summer slide piece, that was one thing I know when we met, initially when you first took this position, was that summer slide component, and that we always are so concerned about the loss, the education loss, and usually statistically, most kids, if they don't do anything throughout the summer, they lose approximately 2 to 3 months of learning.
Right.
So that is really significant, and what you guys have created to help, close that achievement gap it's just going to be, we're going to see some great things happen with closing those gaps, and we're very excited about that. So not only are you over there helping the summer and the revamping, but you're also looking into, let's take us into fall. So I know we were talking before the show, because this is kind of our busy time in curriculum, because when everybody is heading off for summer vacation, most teachers and the kids are off, that's when we're getting ready for fall to come. So I know this is a really busy time for you, so you're kind of double, you've got a double hat here. So tell us, what are some of the new plans for fall that are coming down the pipe?
We revised Power Hour, which Aleisha mentioned, and you all mentioned earlier. It's been restructured. We're so excited for the launching of that. Overall lunch everywhere at all our locations in the fall, where they will be exposed to reading, the ELA piece, which is reading and writing. They'll be exposed to math as well as science. Also, we're building in STEM as well, in the academic success piece, but also in the midst of that we're still focusing on healthy lifestyles, where they're still getting that outside time in, where they're still building their social skills as well during the fall, and we're focused on the good character and citizenship as well. So we're still focusing on those core areas in the arts, even throughout the school year. And for the teens, we're focusing on those areas, but in a little bit different way. Even during the summer, we're focusing more so on their careers, focus, making sure that they're ready, they're ready for the future, to where they're understanding the interview process and all of that, and what it means to be successful for the teens, and also their community service, giving back to the community as well as a teen. And so we're so excited to be offering that during the summer and also until the fall. So we're pushing with a purpose and with the focus. So, and I love that. I love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And Alicia's over here shaking her head. Yep. So what is actually your role when you're as a mentor and a volunteer, now that you're an alumnus, and are you working more with the younger kids, or are you working more with the teens? Tell us kind of about where your role is taking you in the summer.
I am working with 6 through 12-year-olds, so with the younger kids. I am the art specialist.
Oh, very good.
So she mentioned the fine arts program, and I got really excited.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
So we started that the program, the fine arts program, and I think it's great because the kids, we display the art inside the building all over the our location, but I've heard that they are displaying the art at the event that's coming up. So I'm very excited for that. I love my kids' art. I think that's one thing that everyone can do, because it's the way you express yourself. So that's my favorite part of the Boys and Girls Club, the art program. And we're actually teaching them how to do different types of art, how to water paint and acrylic painting. So it's not just you're going to draw and
just draw stick figures.
And cut something out. We're actually teaching them the fundamentals of arts, how to write, how to color, how to sketch the proper way. So they're actually learning. Everything so far with the new program and everything is so educational. Yeah. And I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah. Now, are you an artist yourself, or you just enjoy it?
Well, I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos.
Is that right?
And I did, I copied off of some YouTube videos.
No
so
kidding.
I love art. I love it so much. I'm not a very great artist.
Yeah.
I tell my
But
kids
it's
I'm not
something you
Picasso.
love it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a universal
yeah.
language. It really is. And you know, that I was a music teacher. That's what I did before I came to the position that I'm in now. And we always talked about how the arts is a universal language. You can speak a different language, but you still understand what the message is being portrayed through the music or through the visual piece that you're creating. So yeah, that's awesome, and that's fun. It's fun to watch you because you can tell you just so love it. So that's what's exciting. So with the next piece that I wanted, I know a big part of what Boys and Girls Club really looks for volunteers, and you know, and is in need of people, you know, and especially the group that I think of right away are retired educators, and what a great opportunity for them to come and you know, use their talents, you know, of being past teachers. If somebody wanted to come and volunteer for the Boys and Girls Club, how would they go about doing that?
They would go to our website, and they can find the information and also the application to fill out for the volunteer to be a volunteer. It's a process, and it will let the application link is there. And just to add to that about the volunteers, we definitely are in need of volunteers to mentor our teens, as well as our smaller kids, but also to help our smaller kids with their academics part during Power Hour. And we may have some artists out there, retired artists.
There we
would
go.
love for them to help out during the art time and other core areas that we are running as well, their expertise. So we definitely are in need of volunteers to mentor our teens and to assist with our young members. And they can go to the website and just apply at the website, download the application, and just give it to the Boys and Girls Club. They can bring it in or either attach the file.
And the process too, and just, you know, as parents listening to, and I know you guys do very similar to what the school district does with the background checks, and you know, it's done very thoroughly to you know, to ensure that our kids are safe, and you know, and have the best quality people working with our kids. And you know, I know that's very important to Boys and Girls Club. And you have some events coming up. We talked about those, and a lot of people in St. Lucie County know about the chili cook-off or have heard of it, but maybe don't know that it's tied to the Boys and Girls Club. So can you just give a little bit of information about that, what you know coming up?
The chili cook-off will be July the 15th at the Finn Center. There we're going to have different individuals with the chili organizations there. Also, I'm so excited, and Aleisha mentioned that we're going to have some of our members' artwork there for them to view. I'm so excited about that, for us to showcase their summer work thus far. They're still going to be doing it after the chili cook-off, but we want to make that a main time where they can see what our members have been doing during the summer. So we're excited about that. So the chili cook-off is a great event for the Boys and Girls Club because we need everyone's support in the community to help our kids, you know, to continue to be successful.
Yeah, and giving the kids a chance to put their art pieces in an exhibit, that's like such a proud moment. And you might even, you know, later down the road be selling those art pieces. So make a little bit of, make a little money on that, which would be great, you know, just to, you know, that creative side that you're seeing with the kids, and that's really fun. And then are there other events that are coming up?
And we have a teen summit coming up, and that's in August. Also, we're working on a culminating event for the Boys and Girls Club for all of our locations to meet as one, and to kind of have a big culminating day that they're showcasing their talents, their arts they've been working on, the academic success piece that they've been working on, even having basketball tournaments for the triple play. Oh my God, so many different things. They've been working on dancing and singing.
Oh wow.
So we're gonna make that, we're working on to make that one big, you know, big day for the Boys and Girls Club. So you'll probably be hearing a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear about it.
We're so excited about it.
Because that's never been done before, right?
Never been done before.
So this is a new initiative. Boy, it's things are gonna change so much in the little bit of time you're gonna be gone, and you're gonna come back and go, oh my gosh, which is great. So will you have the opportunity to, and you know, who knows where your international studies will take you next summer, but you know, every opportunity that you're able to come back and be at home, I know you'll always hop in there try to be a part of it.
The great thing that I'm looking forward to is that the Boys and Girls Club is a national organization. So when I do go down to Miami, there is Boys and Girls Club there that I will be helping. And if I do travel, there's Boys and Girls Clubs there.
Yeah.
So the Boys and Girls Club will always be a part of my life. I'll make sure it's always a part of my life. And my mom has made sure that it's a part of my siblings' lives as well.
Very good. And I remember from the last time you have a couple younger siblings. And how old are they now?
My youngest brother is 13, so he's a part of the teen program now. And then I have another brother who's 15. He's also part of the teen program. And then I have my nephew. He's 4, but my mom's waiting for him to be
so he
can join the program.
Yeah, that's sweet. And to know that your mom has seen what a difference the Boys and Girls Club has made for you guys. And I know your mom has got to be very proud. So that's so exciting. Well, we're going to wrap up here, and thank you so much for being with us. And we can't wait to hear all the great things that you're going to be doing throughout the school year, and where you're going to be with your international business before we know it. And maybe the next time I see you, you'll be speaking Italian very well, which will be great. And Cecilia, thanks for all that you're doing.
Thank you.
I think you've only been in your position since January, isn't it?
That is correct.
Yeah, and wow, you have hit the ground running.
Yes,
It's so exciting, and every time we meet with you and the rest of the staff, it's just exciting to hear all the great things that you're doing to just make strides, make things they're great, but we want to make them even greater. And you can just tell that in the vision that you guys always share with us, and we're very excited about what's coming around the corner, and that St. Lucie County, that the school district gets to be a part of it, and to work alongside of you is truly a privilege.
Excited.
So it is. So it's fun because I'll get to see more of you too.
Yes.
So it'll be great. Well, thank you both for being with us. Thanks for all you're doing, and we wish you both well in your next endeavors and the next steps, and can't wait to hear what's going to be happening around the corner. So
thank you for having us.
Yeah. So we want to thank you for being with us today, and we hope that you have learned just a little bit more about the Boys and Girls Club, some things you didn't know, and the wonderful things that our students are getting a chance to experience in those after-school programs, and how they are being supported to be better community members and just better young people. And we just thank the Boys and Girls Club for all that you do. And thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time.